Well, Kev, are you ready? Because Order are going to be starting on that T side. The GG bet odds now swinging back in the favour of Order after the last map.
Yeah, it's a bit interesting here, that's for sure. And this is probably the first time that I've seen AVANT probably face up against Order with Humongous now, going to be playing that B side. Going to be interesting to see how that works. I do believe before, I think it was Offnu that played it. It's been such a long time ago. It's just like it seems like all these roles, maybe it was Hazard that was playing the B side, or regardless, it is going to be Order just looking to maybe get a B side split or maybe a fake B with two of their players over here. Alistair and Giants don't have any utility, so might just walk in and make contact with Humongous as the rest of the members of Order actually going to be set up more for a split through Ivy. Out comes the flashes, and out comes the contact now, but Blitz going to be dropping the smoke at the perfect time.
Oh, good nade as well. Big damage for free. Hugh, though, down to 19 HP as he falls back. Sterling tries to hold Con. It's going to be two-man aggression. Hazard now trying to wrap around Red as it's going to be forward. Ali unable to hold, but he's drawn so much attention, and the bomb moves into A.
Yeah, that's it, though. Valence and Estilo have taken a bit of damage here, but they're able to kind of get out alive. And Estilo, Hazard, that's a nice little shot pushing forward. They know that Estilo is in heaven, but Valiant's now also chipping away. You can see they're kind of set between a crossfire.
Now just trying to finish this one off. It's going to be Hazard in that 1v2, no kit. Found just yet. Val just trying to create some extra space between him and the bomb, but still needs to play the post plant. Ustillo spotted, and this is just way too hard for Hazard in 15 seconds to find both the kills, but he's going to give it his best darned effort, and it looks like it's just going to be him v Val here over towards Olof. And he'll find a headshot. Maybe get Ustillo on the exit as well. No, Ustillo sends it straight back, but everybody dies, and Order take that T-pistol.
Wouldn't be surprised to see AVANT actually go for the force by here, and that's a nice little draw coming out from Order. The difference there is that if Gyro and Alistair don't get the dink onto Humongous, he's going to sit there a lot more comfortably. The fact is that Alistair is able to get one, fighting by so much time. It allows Order to get control of that A site. Estilo and Valiance and set up a perfect crossfire, and that's pretty much over and done and dusted. Out comes 3 scouts for AVANT. That's not something you normally see on train. Maybe 2 scouts.
Already here in SL. We've got APOC at the ready with a 5-7. Order slower approach, but Hugh might just go straight forward as Ricky smacks him down. So very over-aggressive. We see AVANT get punished early. This is going to be 2-man rotation.
Oh, that's a nice little shot from Sterling. They need to drop off, though, but out in the open, a couple of uncharacteristic misses coming out from Sterling, to be honest.
He's been pretty good at not missing today, but let's see if he can pick up the pieces. Body shots aplenty, no heads found, at least not for AVANT this time. Only Ali, the casualty for Order, as they stack on a second early. Strong start to the T side already from Order, as AVANT are just going to be back on the default pistol. Sterling, plenty of money in the bank to get that AWP cranking in round number 4. But for now, Order, they just need to try and avoid a stack, I'd say.
I think the danger man here is going to be Ricky at the end of the day. The fact is, like, when it comes to the buy round, if Ricky's able to pick off Humongous, that's pretty much the T side secured for Order, right? Because they can play with the rotations. All they need to do is make sure it's secure. Gyro's managed to make his way out through Olaf nice and early on. Just going to be waiting patiently for the pistols to make a mistake.
Oh, but with the MAC-10, Gyro should be fine unless he looks the wrong direction. Finds one and maybe a second. He has the timing. Hazard, he's going to fall to Ali. And it's some great work coming out with that 5-7. Order, very clean one. Only Gyro to fall. And that's going to be 3 early ones. And here on the T side, they mean everything.
Yeah, and this bonus round, right, you have like a couple of options you can do as Order. You can either just upgrade a couple of weapons here. The fact that Ali just kept the 5-7 into that round to go down SL, even if he did die, it's like, all right, you can have a 5-7 back. Great weapon, don't get me wrong, but you'd rather lose a 5-7 than an AK. This is a bit of a janky buy, though. The fact is that Alistair then upgrades, and you're keeping a MAC-10 and a Galil. Okay, sure, I can understand you keep the Galil, but the MAC-10, just get rid of it.
Yeah, at that point, it feels like the fact that you've invested in the AWP, you kind of don't want any weak points here. However, Gyro has been pretty solid at finding some entries. Don't think that's what he's going to be doing, though. It's Ricky taking the lead here to Brownhorse.
So Ricky's just doing the normal protocols here, just clearing out all these angles, already forcing the AWP really to play here. AVANT had to drop 3 incendiary grenades at the beginning just to stop this T-con push. They were expecting that bonus round to be coming fast and heavy. The fact is now they're setting up for this B side execute. No presence over here at A though. Means that we might be able to see a fast CT rotation coming out. Out comes the smoke, the CT connector. Sterling should be pushed off by a flashbang. Humongous playing a bit on off angle.
Ooh, nice shot to kick off the festivities here at B. Hugh as well. He's going to pump out big damage onto Ricky. Not secured just yet. Head spotted. Sterling missed shot. As order. They do have control of the site, but they're not going to commit to the plant just yet. Waiting for the smokes to fade. Val so close as Ali is here for the cover, but Hazard certainly not ready for the man below. It's a very awkward situation. Val still just waiting. There's the timing. Pulls it. Not a second, though. And that nade from Hazard actually polishes off Jira. Where have Order gone? AVANT just deal with it perfectly. 2 kills quickly from Blitz on the flank, and that's going to be AVANT straight on the board.
Yeah, just a couple of missed shots coming out from Order at that stage, right? The Galil, that's what I mean. The firepower's just not good enough to get the spray transfer. You give Valence an AWP there, you would have given him a better shot. Alistair's pushed off the angle, and from that stage onwards, AVANT's just dueling 2 or 3 different angles with multiple people. Order can't sustain the crossfire anymore, and that's it. So even though they technically had control of the bomb site, they didn't find the opening duels that they needed beyond that to secure control. So, look, still money to buy in. They got the bomb plant down. AWP can be dropped from Jira because he has a lot of cash, obviously, but this is a bit of a reset round for both sides. Double AWP now in play for AVANT, nice and early on.
It's just going to be raining some flashes early, trying to create some space for Ali there at blue, who's gone straight up on top, and Blitz has knocked him down. That's going to be the bomb left in T-Con for now. Jira needs to find some form of control. Blitz just clearing that line of the Ivy. Moving towards the B side as well. Bit of action going on. Early rotation. Sterling, he hasn't seen this. There it is. Ricky crabbing across, but does he expect the second man? Seems to be aware of Hugh's positioning.
He's drawing this extra rotation. That's what I mean. He's so critical because when do you expect a T crab walking out like that? You normally expect him to execute, so risky. Now this is where Order need to capitalize. Ricky's got this utility, he can drop it in a ramp. They shouldn't be grouping up back to B. They should be throwing some decoy utility over at A, really draw this rotator back out towards CT connector, and then hit the B site. Now I'm a little bit scared right now. This is kind of like the order that we saw from before, where Ricky gets a pick, and then they group up, they hit the wrong site. 45 seconds left. They are thinking about committing through the smoke. This all comes down to timing right now between both teams.
And it's a shame because there's so much utility to use as well. Just hoping that this is the situation, but AVANT, they've rotated Hugh all the way back, so it's just Hazard here to hold, and he's only looking at uppers. So they'll get out the lower ramp for free. Edging forward. Hazard allowing this one to happen as well. So AVANT fully set up for the retake.
Yep, just walking in, Order, letting the smoke fade, and now Hazard realizes what's going on. Or Valiant, you don't...
Yeah, just a bit early.
Yeah, I do understand, though. There was no one there on the cross beforehand, so you're not going to be, I guess, too worried about that. But Jara going in for the re-engagement as well. One of those situations where Order's kind of squandered something, and now Ricky is forced to make a bit of a play alongside with his Stillo. They managed to do that very well.
Yeah, Stillo down on 10, manages to grab a single, gets back to default. Aggression now from AVANT, 2v2, just trying to go together. There it is, Hugh across the middle of bomb, and has to tap it to get the peak to come through. It's Blitz just holding with the AWP, doesn't know which way to look either. Ricky, oh no, he's run out of bullets in the magazine, pulls out the secondary. Hugh manages to get the defuse off as he goes for the swap as well. And there it is, 2 on the board for AVANT.
What a bit of a weird round coming out from both sides. Starting off with Ricky just on the contact. He did such a good job, but unfortunately just ammunition depleted in the clip. That's why you reload sometimes.
It's a travesty for Order.
Yeah, I would say that they were definitely robbed a little bit here. I mean, they can still buy up though with the bomb plant, which is completely fine. But for AVANT, does mean that once again, bank account's going to be drained, lack of utility, Sterling with no armor, and Blitz with a FAMAS.
So all that damage in the previous really.
Oh, Blitz is not going to expect this. He's just dead.
Boom. There it is. Great timing on the push. The dry approach seemed to be the answer. It's Hazard fighting from bomb. Down to 2 he goes, but it's going to be a nice dance found by AVANT, just peeking off the contact and making this look easy. Bomb's down in a very dangerous position to retrieve.
Stillo trying to create some spacing though, making a lot of noise and just really applying the pressure on Humongous, but he just can't get the trade in time. And at the very least brings it back down to this 1 and 2. Bomb still all the way out near Ivy. And it really just, I feel like, depends on the timing of Sterling at this stage. And there it is. So AVANT are going to finally equalize. 2 alive only though, with no bomb plant. I think it is going to make Order have a bit of a second thought about force buying in this one. I won't be surprised to see pistols, utility as well on the back of this one. It's 3 rounds lost after all. But attack timeout for sure. Like I said, you'd feel a little bit cheated for Order in that round, but they really have done the damage to themselves a lot of the time on these B-site takes. They've been in these 4-on-4 positions. They just have these small positional areas. You see Valence crossing out the open before the smoke plumes. You see these tiny things that you can justify with the information, but at the end of the day, in a high-stakes situation where you're staring down the barrel of elimination, can't be making those critical errors.
That's exactly what just happened.
Because you can bring it back and go, why did Ricky not reload and get the double man spray down? Well, got to look further back if Valence was alive. Smoke goes across, Valence able to stay alive, doesn't force Gyra to re-peak to try to re-equalize the situation. It's all kind of like a cascading deck of cards.
Every action has an equal and opposite reaction, is what you're trying to say? Again, a man of physics.
No.
That's exactly what you're trying to say, Kev. Look,
What I'm trying to say...
I'm a student to the physicists of Counter-Strike.
No. I'm just trying to say that when you learn that your actions have consequences.
Ah, yes. Of course you are.
So, AVANT, the action here is they're going to make a deep push into Ivy. And the consequences? Well, they've got Ivy control. And Order just playing a bit more safely back.
Just rotating the smokes now. Order, where that at least 2 have pushed in this Ivy position. Now, is that a chance for them to accelerate to B? Maybe.
This is the part where I'd go, all right, they got Ivy control. Maybe it'd be a bit better to sell out this B side of information and then go back and actually hit this A side. They've actually forced up into this, which is, it can work, obviously. They've got the firepower to work with. Ricky's got the AWP, no armor. Gyra's got no armor. He's had to cop a sacrifice. If they're able to find these picks on the Sterling, or if Sterling just misses a few shots, then it could absolutely be lethal. Humongous needs to step up huge as well. It is going to be a collapse on the B site right now.
There's the flash, comes in the push. Sterling on the line, it's Trader. Hugh from below, just doing so much work now. Gyra unable to do a thing, and there it is. Humongous showing why he's here. Great anchor on the B site for now. Full control of the bomb. Not going to overextend either, so again, another disciplined decision. AVANT trying to make as many, well, as little mistakes as possible, rather.
That's, as soon as you say that, Blitz is like, oh, look at me shuffle around. Hey, look at me. And he just dies. And then Ricky's just gone, you can't take me alive. Well, AVANT says, we didn't want you to anyway. They're trying to find the second AWP, and they're not going to get it in time. So Ricky understands that situation. So one of those small things. But great hold coming out from Humongous. He's had a really quiet series so far, really been one of the bottom performers. Look, on this B site, which is going to be exploited by Order, it's good to see that he's able to hold up against that force buy.
Yeah.
Hope he's able to continue up that good form. Small site player in this on this map, very critical.
As we head into round number 8, Order just on a couple of deagles. The Glock in there for Ali, just saving up for the AWP. As AVANT, again, just go for the early 3-2. Position Sterling nicely through the brown holes. And Hugh rotates back towards the A site to reinforce. Big nades. Was that a one and done?
Nah, double HE nade. So there was a nade that came in early from APOC that did the good work. Alistair follows it up.
It even said that on the kill feed. What's going on? Brain certainly not switched on today.
That's all right. We'll get you a drink.
Oh, thank you.
With bean juice soon.
Yes.
Gyra's going to be swiveling up, and here's APOC, but misses a few shots. Valence goes, here's how you click on pixels, mate. And it still also doubles down. So there you have it. A couple of picks. Keeps it exciting. 3 on 3. A little bit of time to play with as well.
Speaking my language, Kev. There's now Order. Decide which way they want to head. Sterling seems to be aware that someone's going to be coming through CT, but that isn't the case right now. Hazard goes on an adventure just to find some information. He hears the footsteps making their way to Ivy. but he doesn't know it's the bomb. He's missed the timing. It's all up to Hugh to gain the info now. He's up here at heaven.
So tricky at this stage, and it really just comes down to whether or not they expect it. Valiant shoulder peeking him. Castillo trying to trade out, does quite well. And so, with 8 seconds left, bomb is going to be successfully planted. Sterling actually just decides to sprint out. He's going to make a lot of noise. That's going to be the distraction that they need, and now they know where Ricky is. Ricky, though, has brought it back down to this one-on-one. And Sterling trying to find the angle at the stage, and Ricky with the dink and the body shot. He had the armor, no aim punch, and Order. They swindle one back. They steal it back. They've gone, Ricky giveth, Ricky taketh.
So damn close, and Ricky has to be thanking his lucky stars that he didn't cop the aim punch there and managed to land the 2-tap straight on the swing to Sterling.
That's not even just like counting your lucky stars. Just thinking composure and experience. That's it at the end of the day. The fact he's able to sit there, he understands like his position's compromised. Sterling can be throwing so much utility his way. Dodges it. Might be a faster A-side execute this time around.
And yeah, straight out, Molly's flooding everywhere. Smokes to extinguish, but we do see everyone burning alive. APOC, Hazza, both going to be forced out into the open. It's Sterling spotted at the bomb train. Do they know that Blitz is here? They certainly do. He's going to be trying to go toe-to-toe, but it is going to be the fast flank. Hugh with a triple straight from SL, and wow, Avant hit straight back.
Now, that's a force buy of Avant's own as well. They just walk straight in, and some of the impact players just buy enough time. You can see Hazard, one dig to start it off with, the attack just completely stalls, and Humongous is able to flick through and find all the opening deals. Absolutely beautiful A4 control coming out from Humongous. Really steps it up on train sometimes. And that's going to help. Obviously, once again, it is going to be that force buy scenario. Neither side really want the economy to be blowing out of proportion right now. Out comes a bit of a faster A-side take from Gyro.
Yeah, it worked before. Let's see if it works again. But they just need to gain an extra bit of map control. Gyro down to 33 already. And Order haven't been able to trade any damage at all. So just close smokes there. E-box and sandwich. That bomb's going to be left in T-Con for now. Order edging out through the lanes.
Re-smoke on a sandwich. Player's going to be filtering slowly towards that green side, but you can see APOC very interested in fighting and dueling and finding some success. I think Valiants might have had a Galil. Slowly and steadily, Order losing this map control right now, and APOC going to be sent in. And he's going to single-handedly clear out what Order did, or what Order took. And Ricky, sure, he's posted in his angles, but you can see Humongous, he's already set up for this B-side retake, just doesn't want to give away his life for now.
3-man advantage. There should be no way Avant let Order back into the round, but Ricky, best damn job creeping forward. Hugh wanting to save the day again. He's going to be able to find 2K surely. No, you still out. Sends a message. 12 HP, 1v3. I don't know about this one.
Yeah, I don't know about this one either. Yeah. Sterling doesn't even matter. 1200, just straight headshot in. And that's what I mean. Like, I think I was saying before this, the reason I feel like that stops Sterling from being a top 3 player consistently is just confidence in himself or his position inside the team. You see when he's leading the charge, when he's like first or second in or even that third in person sometimes, AWP or AK, doesn't matter. Absolutely phenomenal player.
Yeah.
But sometimes when he's that fourth person who's not in the position to really trade out, Avant don't really give him the space or buy that time or create the proper spacing, that's when he really struggles a little bit. And that's where we kind of see him more in the save a little bit more. I don't know. I think Sterling is a great player if he's able to consecutively get himself in that position. You can see just there, that was a clean shot from a rifler, let alone an AWPer.
And Hugh, a bit big for his boots there. His size 11.5 boots, by the way. We found that out yesterday. But he does get away with his life scot-free. 2-man peak is not enough to trade. It's just the spam through the smoke. And Order come out the victor. 4v3.
Once again, just one of those force mines coming out from Order with the bomb plant. And just the economy from Avant just still struggling at the stage. Can't really get kickstarted into a really great defensive gear. But look, here's the thing, right? They've already picked up 6 rounds on the CT side. Let's remind ourselves that the last time these guys had these battles, both teams struggle to get 2 or 3 CT rounds in regulation time. Sterling just picking up a bit of extra utility in a kit. What are really ticking the time away as they're looking to stage the A site attack, just looking at the extremities. Avant are gambling over here on the B site instead. It's an incorrect gamble this time around. Order just going to walk straight out to an undefended A site, and I think Avant will just opt to save here.
Very committed to the cause, and it looks like they will be committed to the save too. Mullied out of sight. Avant not going to be heading in this direction, just happily holding together, keeping that economy as healthy as they can, as this should be a 6-5 scoreline. Order as well. Looking like they'll play with the old gentleman's agreement. No one hunts, as they need to get their finances in order as well. So, bit of a boring end to the round, all things considered. But Avant, they've gone for the gamble, and it hasn't worked out this time. They've made many gambles tonight as well, especially on that comeback and nuke. APOC just slow pushing through smokes. You know, that's either going to go one way or the other. And a lot of the time, it was working for him.
Yeah, I mean, for that one, I don't mind that as a bit of a gamble. It's a 50-50. You stack the site and Order walk into it. Awesome. You're able to defend quite well. You got 3-on-4. You're going to back yourselves on the base site or the small site for that. Doesn't work. Excellent. We can save. We can now buy into the next round. Increases our chances of winning. Hazard opting to cop a bit of the sacrifice there with the MP9. Still can be a laser beam over an SL though, but it looks like he's just going to be dropping some of that utility nice and early on. So, once again, Order just staging up to a 3-1-3 out onto the A site. Sterling here with the AWP though.
Great utility to get out, but Sterling regains vision, and he's going to end it with a collat third as well. Give him some more. Why not? Ali, see you later.
Yeah, you can see Humongous instantly drops the smoke because you know Ricky's the last man left standing. He's the lurker at this stage. A lot of his attacking angles isolated. That's what I mean. You pose Sterling in those angles, you're going to be rewarded with success. This man has had a phenomenal series. Look, the only reason why that criticism is there is because I actually want him to be a top 3 player. I feel like he's got all the abilities to become and be, again, that international player that goes out there and steps it up against Europeans, against NAs, and really show him a bit of that New Zealand characteristics that we expect from an AWPer.
Well, that's it. At the moment, both the teams in the server, you'd have to give them 2 and 3, regardless of which way you want to send it. There's a lot of players in this game that could be one of the top 3 players in the region, but again, it's all about consistency. And at the moment, you just have to give it to at least 3 of the players that are over on Renegades. However,
I think Sterling is very close behind. Just like that, just taking the initiative. Sterling's just bullying them out of the server right now. Like, that is literally it at this stage. He is just going, oh, you know what? I'm just not missing shots right now.
Oh, you've casted
He's
cursed
not
again.
missing any shots. That's the whole thing. Flashbang pushes them off. They can't capitalize at this stage. Avant are just on a tear on the CT side. He finally does miss one, but what does it mean? Is Silo's being pushed from the extremities? He's kind of lost in no man's land.
And again, there's no way that Avant lose from this situation. Blitz, it's the collapse, it's the lurk, it's the timing, it's everything going right for Avant as they find themselves an 8th. But look, so many times you say, train, it's an AWPer's playground. But so many times you see the AWPer just have minimal impact because a lot of teams have figured out exactly how they need to play against it. However, at the moment, Order are just giving Sterling a feed. Man's hungry.
Yeah, Alistair was not expecting the attack on that angle. And look, a lot of the times you go, why aren't you posted on that angle? He's playing anti-flash. Hazard's flashbang comes forward. And that normally would make plenty of sense. It obviously looks like a bit of a goose that he's caught out from Sterling's perspective. I can see exactly why he did it. Now a bit of a change up in pace as they're looking just to accelerate to this B side of things. Humongous, though, able to deflect some aggression for now.
It's a nice pick to get. Good way to start the anti-eco. Fighting a bit of fire with fire there. Should be a 4-round lead after this situation. But again, Order, they did win from here before. just with those deagles. With some very thought out rotations and pushes. And a couple of nice shots to boot. But again, nothing found out T-Con this time. Order. Looks like they will just force their hand at A again. Gonna get past Hazza here first at the back of green. Blitz deals with the Ivy push. This is looking nice and clean.
Until those shots happen, I feel like I've seen this round before. It looks so great for Avant. They lose a couple of picks here and there, and the Deagles can do some work. But looks like this time around should be cleaned up. They know where Valence is. Gun Tracer going to be spotted out all the way at blue.
Ooh.
And Avant, opposite of this time. You can say blue train. They're not going to blow their chances.
A very solid anti-eco, allowing all the money in the world for that final round of the half. Avant going to be laughing. Now let's see if Order can make this a 9-6 situation, or if Avant can hit the double digits early here in the first half. And against what we said in the pre-show, Avant are really making this look like a CT-sided map, which is as it should be, but not expected. And look, 1-4 situation. Q with a bit of aggression. Decides to cancel for the time. Sterling back as Ali finds a line to Ivy.
And that's the difference, right? And Order are reading this perfectly. Humongous going to be caught off timing potentially. They're just going to walk through. They just make that contact play work completely. It's the final round. Avant have to go into this, and the situation is not looking good.
Yeah, flashes as well, and just so much control of the site now. Avant, they've only got a smoke, nade, and flash to get back in. There's still some kits, but the smoke is just going to buy so much time in the post plant.
Alistair's lurking back behind. I think Sterling's watching this angle, though, but he's just going to give it up maybe at the wrong time, at the right time.
Oh!
Misses the shot. Sidearm's going to go forward, but I don't think it's going to matter too much at the end of the day. The time's ticking away. The rifles all in the crossfire position.
Ooh.
Sterling, though, looking great, but is going to be cleaned up. Another 6-9 half. And here it is, the final half of trying to determine who is going to be knocked out.
Came up a lot of sounds, more when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. I just gone and the nigga, and then I crept on his chick. I played the agent in the night time. Me and my youngers will forever be up on the rise. Wait, now I'm moving. I gotta do what I do. I'm really here on my ones now instead of 4 3s or 2s. And I was effing from Paris. I could have been effing you in Paris. I don't wait for the drop. I just flow from the port. Generations caught up, look how things will switch. People that quit, now they wanna move at the bits. Boy wanna go to him, bitch. Nah, get girls but ain't a gallus. Sold shit but ain't a dealer. I held a gun but ain't a killer. Can I keep it any realer? Cold, these brothers my guys. Know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. What the people like, what they really want to know. Who's your lovers and who are your bros? Who are the enemies you don't keep close? Who are the people that you should've known? She said love forgive me. She said sin is a sin. They don't know what they do. I just flow from the pool. Yeah.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half of the final map of the series is here, and Order head into that CT side, but AVANT favoured by the GG bet odds after a very good performance on half number 1. Let's see what happens here in the second.
Let's see if the roles have turned once again, or AVANT are able to continue that domination. It is going to be Valiant's looking to peer into SL. He is going to be pushed out at the same time. Order are going to be taking this up a beat. They need to start accelerating, though, as AVANT are going to be taking this out of Bomb Yard. 3 people coming in from SL at this stage. It's all down to Sterling to hold this on. Oh, Sterling. Doesn't matter if you double drop down, triple drop. 3 dead bodies on the ladder. Hazard a clean up. Someone take this man to Bunnings. They're done.
Cooked like a snag perfectly on the bread roll. Put a bit of dead horse on it too. Why not? And you're there. Well, AVANT finally get over the line. They finally get that 10th round on the board. And again, a strong start to the T side. Very quick pistol as they look to book their ticket into that grand final. But Order, they've got something to say, and it's a force buy to answer. 3 scouts. Let's see if they can slide a few shots through.
Oh, they're splitting onto A, where these scouts are really effective, though. That's the problem. Alistair is going to cop a bit of nade damage. There's the second one. The molly, though, not going to go his way. It looks like the scout's a little bit too far away. But Stilo definitely going to give it a good crack at the end of the day alongside with Gyra. Still looking to do some damage. Both AFOC and Hazard have been tagged down.
And it was just some great aggression coming up the idiot wall to clear off that bomb train nicely. More than enough. Full control. But again, so much damage done by these scouts early. There's a chance that Order can get back in, but it's not too much. And there's the beginning. Blitz doing it all himself, it seems, as Gyra smacked through the smoke. And that's a clean one from AVANT. 1 casualty, Hugh on the entry, getting traded eventually.
Sterling's 21-9. Like,
whoa, here's 2. Well,
and here's a phenomenal
expected.
thing, right? No, it's not expected.
Oh, it
right?
is.
Because
after today.
The reason why, though, is because how many times have you seen games where AVANT go up, Sterling's having a huge game, but they're all exit frags?
Okay.
Today, completely opposite. They're all impact frags. And
Yep.
that, I feel like, once again, you can look at the stats and go, oh, but his rating's really good and everything. No, but you can have ratings in games that you lose because your rating is still affected by exit kills and doesn't lead to a round victory. Or vice versa, you look at a series like this where Sterling gets kills, opens up the site pretty much, and wins games for AVANT. That's what I have to emphasize. Like, I do understand that we look at stats a lot of the time here.
Yeah.
It's just some of the Sterling magic that I love seeing here. It's a 20 bomb, a 30 bomb that leads to an AVANT victory.
Oh, I feel like Hugh's about to have a feast with this Mac 10. If he can get out onto site quickly.
Not necessarily. Look where Blitz is. He's slowly clearing out the A site, and you don't want to be walking into a B site stack when you're uncertain of the situation. So
Hugh's 16-9 as well. He's been doing a really good job. That B-side anchor getting a lot of action in the first half.
Blitz is pushed all the way into CT connector, and he still hasn't spotted anyone yet. Oh, there he is. He's going to spot some people.
Beautiful.
That's it. It is now going to be Hugh farming up, but I guess just in a bit of a different way at this stage. Comes back around through SL. Into the buy round we go, though. And it's only going to be a bunch of M4s with a bit of lack of utility in some of these order players. Alced definitely has enough money for the AWP, but the question is whether he goes to the armor and utility, or no armor, no utility, or lots of utility. It's only going to be a single flashbang. This is what I mean, Alistair, he's been pretty quiet so far on this T side. Needs to step up now, coming into the CT, needs to make it into his own. And AVANT looking to just play some early pressure over here. Both on B and Ivy, just leaving T connector nice and open early on. Order already just down to the last smoke grenade. 20 seconds in, they've got one smoke, 3 flashbangs and an HE to use to hold off against anything AVANT want to throw at them.
Well, at least they're not being rushed, so...
Look, if they were being rushed, it would be a mercy at this stage. The fact is that AVANT can draw this out. You've just used your last smoke. AVANT have a minute to play around with the map at this stage. They can throw Ivy smokes. They can throw this B site fake. They can walk in and make contact.
And that's just what's going to happen as well. Just contacting off the fading smoke seems to be the play. It worked for Order earlier. Let's see if this two-man setup works slightly better. Ricky so close. There's the lineup. Quick triple. Bomb control. And it should be the round. But let's see what APOC and Blitz can do to get back in. Ricky, very low hit.
Ricky just trying to find the timing, I think, again. By APOC just trying to decoy away. HE grenade to try to figure out if he can pick off Ricky. Sure, they expect he's low, but Alistair's watching the flank. So APOC, with just the Galil, is going to get flanked on. And there you have it. The first gun round does eventually resolve in the favor of Order. And that is a very solid gun round actually coming out from that crossfire. Just Ricky just gunning them down. Can't remember who was just shoulder peeking, whether it was Valiant or Gyro. I do believe it was Valiant. Just getting away and not actually staying and fighting allows Ricky to actually sidestep out and just find the timing. 4 guns alive means the money's still good at this stage. Alistair does actually drop a rifle over. Don't know if he was a player that needed to, but does cop a bit of a sacrifice for his own economy. Just keeping the weapon out, looking to get these opening deals. And Ricky looking to play behind this smoke as Valiant gets the better of Sterling.
Oh, there's some timing. Ricky completely caught off guard. And look at that straight away. Accelerating Hugh, taking the opportunity, but Hazard be falling. Ali going forward, and that's going to be the bomb down on the lower ramp. Smoke as well, but Ali's gotten off the line. Everyone's gotten off the bomb. So Hugh now, this is an opportunity if Justillo doesn't spot him. And oh, Ali, no. Oh, he hasn't seen it. It hasn't popped on the map. And that's a freebie and an entry back into the round for AVANT. 2v3 now.
I feel like this B side of things, we saw this early when Order were trying to execute on it. It was so messy and humongous, a huge round as well. Just able to stay alive and buy so much time at the end of the day allows, I guess, an instant reset of the CT economy. No AWP that can be kept over. Estillo has to keep the M4 in the next one, and it's such a tough pill to swallow in the next one. Do you force up on the back of MP9s? On the back of Hamas's, or do you just take a bit of an eco right now? A couple of Deagles, try to do damage. It's always a tough one. No correct answer.
Yeah. I guess it's, if you're feeling it, you're feeling it. And at the moment, Order, they have no high to ride. So Justillo needs to have a big impact with the M4 in the next. Oh, they can do a bad force around this.
They can force. They can get the AWP. They can get Justillo to drop over, pick up a FAMAS, or even just an M4 in his own. You could theoretically get away with a buy here.
Yes,
I just don't like it.
With how quickly we saw Order just use all that utility in the previous round, look, I'm not liking their chances here. Not without utility. And, oh, they've gone for the double AWP as well. Okay, Ricky, glass cannon. He has taken some initiative.
I mean, it's not a bad time to throw something in, right? You know, the last thing that you're going to expect as Order is going to be this double AWP setup, so they can just run their default and play around accordingly. It's actually going to be the double AWP setup on Outers for now. If they can find this timing once again onto Gyra.
Hugh just, again, looking for an entry here. Might just do it solo, hopefully. Draw some rotations off the A site, weakening that for AVANT. They're going to be gifted control of SL. 2-man drop. Not going to be heard, though. Order. Positions on the B site quite deep. Blitz has that utility to pop them out of SL here. Just a matter of when. In comes
Oh
the flashes.
my God. They've read this situation perfectly. All this utility draws away, but they just can't post on the same angle as Alistair. Just deletes 2 people on that armor of attack. And now, that's just gone completely awry. There's no way to really push Alistair off that. And Hazard unable to really land the first bunch of opening shots.
Solid spot here, except up on Bomb Train. Ali lands another, and Avant just seemed to crumble.
Much
The gust
better.
of wind.
And if they can keep all weapons alive right now, which they have, that is perfect for Order. Didn't like it initially if Avant were able to close the gap and get this utility covering off those AWPs. There's no utility really getting them back in. That's a big, big lifeline that's been bought by Alistair. He hit so many phenomenal shots. That second shot into Sterling must have not been an easy one as well. So first one's a regulation. Sterling's missed. And those are one of those, you know, 50-50 moments. Sterling hits that. They roll onto the site. There's no other defenders outside a CD connector. Alistair stays alive, gets his pick on his rival, and goes on to complete the 4K. And now Order, look at the money. It's looking pretty solid.
Yeah, it's a bit better, but still in the balance. However, Avant, they've got nothing to bring to the table in round 22. So Order managed to shift the momentum just when it was necessary. And again, we have another close game coming.
Just want to see Order navigate through this one without any damage, and to see maybe Avant just try to use these deagles and smokes to a good little wrap and a good little execute.
Ricky on
Oh
the
my
offline.
God, what?
Destroyed.
No. You can't do that as Blitz, and Estilo's on the ladder as well.
APAC has his hand, but oh, you still low. Solid position here at Sandwich. Needs to isolate some fights, but these blocks, there's the lineup 2 dealt with over at the yard. Now, Ivy seems to be a question. Sterling has the AWP in hand. Surely Ustillo, he's learned his lesson, won't repeat that.
It's a little bit too risky, and unfortunately the Glocks with the pistols as well as the bomb that was coming out from T-Connector. Order weren't really flooding in to defend this Ivy position, and Sterling's kind of in a bit of an interesting scenario right now. I don't think Avant have enough loss bonus to really keep an AWP in play. Do you go for this, or do you just discard the AWP, or do you save? 25 seconds left.
They're going for it. Blitz is coming in through T-Con. Might be able to find the line. Find a time. And Ustillo, there it is. He's actually found the perfect timing, peeking perfectly. There's Blitz now, just wrapping around. The cover is there, and the connection blinded. Oh, headshot, no way. 8 seconds. Blitz, Valiant is right next to him, and it looks like he's going to go for the plant, but it's too late. Val, he's baited out. Blitz has a second, but he's missed the opening. Val comes out on top with the round, but Blitz made it costly.
That was an insane round, and that was just down to maybe just one more one-on-one deal that was won by Blitz. That would have been it. Or if some of the pistol players coming out from T-Connector, you can see just Glocks at the end of the day lining up against AKs like that. Never going to work. Asilo's down to 21. I feel like Blitz has done a good enough job to do so much economy damage. Order, if you want to rebuy into these double AWPs, it's going to cost you really heavily. I don't mind this tactical pause at all. Just have a chat to see what's gone wrong.
Bit of time to think for Avant, even though Order have gone for the tactical, just making sure that they won't be toppled right here.
This is the reset round for Order. You have to buy up into this, obviously. And if you decide to go for the double AWP and Avant just full execute on you, and you die.
I just want to point out, I only just noticed Gyra is having a shocker again.
Oh, I know. I said he was going to go 0 and 15. It looks like at least one part of that was correct. So, but that's the difference at the end of the day. And you look at series like this, and you can go, "Aren't you being a little bit too harsh on Gyra?" At these series, when it comes down to the crunch time, which person's firepower goes missing the most on Order? And it is either Alistair or it's Gyra. And I understand Gyra's an IGL, and he's leading from in front. You don't expect him to succeed all the time. But in these series where he's not doing enough damage, it's where it's a bit of a handicap. Regardless, we're fast out onto B side. A bit of a change up from Avant as they're looking to go straight counter uppers.
And Ricky going to be stuck at the back of Gray now as everyone starts to rotate, but it's a little bit too late. Hazard.
Straight into the save. You need to go straight into the save right now for Order. You cannot afford to linger around here and try to get caught off timing.
We're thinking about it. It seems to be the case, but Hugh now lurking. Might find the timing, and it's going to be Val. Catches Hugh with his pants down, going for the quick switch for whatever reason. There it is, the save comes through. 4v4 though. But Avant, they edge forward. 1 round closer to closing out the series and getting some sweet revenge on Order for the other day. So, economy. Certainly there to buy for Order now. Someone needs to drop Ricky something lackluster like a Famis, which he's received. Utility, all across the board, looking fine for them. But again, it's only Ali with the AWP this time. Ricky unable to make his purchase count in the previous, just getting run right down by Hazard. Let's see what changes in round 24. AVANT looking to prod over towards T-Con now. Raining flashes, Ali, some impact.
This is the part where he needs to step up huge as well. AWP in hand, he's been able to hold onto this A site so well when they AVANT give him these glimmer of opportunities.
That smoke just refreshed, but a little bit deeper. Val just trying to work the timing. Oh, missed the thread of the needle. Onto Blitz there. Just trying to spot the toes, but he's going to be stuck at the back of red. Now, AVANT, they need to do something to filter it, and Blitz again on the rifle, looking sharp.
Maybe upset that position, but Estello somehow managed to shoulder peek and come out on top. Alistair's also copped a huge chunk of damage. This 3-on-4, not really in anyone's situation at the moment. Order do have someone coming in from SL though. It is going to be Ricky, just his danger man with the FAMAS. Alistair's going to be picked off. Sterling.
Again, with a crack over around, but Ricky, the timing, has he found it? Is the cover there? That's the thing. Bomb. Not going to be planted just yet, dealing with the old bomb player.
So Ricky has been spotted out. That flashbang, they're actually going to filter over to B, and Sterling surely is going to go down in a moment. Ricky, no!
What?
They can't pick him off. 2-on-2, but the bomb's gone B. It's still low. There's a kit for them to play with, 2 flashbangs for them to work with. Humongous, set up in the perfect position right now.
And Order's economy already cracked, but can they take a round with them at least? No, Blitz again. He's doing so much work, and Ustillo fully realizes the situation. That's it. The save's been called. AVANT, they send it over to match point, and Order, they're so far behind again.
That's what I mean at the end of the day. How many rounds can he count from Blitz where he's just either done so much damage, so much impact, and he's only sitting on 14 and 12. But that's impact. AVANT, this AVANT roster today, we have not seen save kills. We have not seen undisciplined play. They've come in to play with hunger, and that is why they're at 15-9 at the moment. Capitalizing on mistakes at this stage, making less mistakes as well over Order, and some of the Order players a little bit quiet, as I said earlier. Don't want to reiterate it, because I feel like that is, you know, we've already said that what needs to be said.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is just one of those tales again where AVANT, once again, tactical pause, looking to put their head and just go, hey, maybe we are the second best team in Oceania. This is what we can do when we're playing well.
I'm sure that APOC or Blitz is just giving a perfect speech right now. Just firing up the boys just when they need it. Straight in their ears. Just getting them ready. Keeping them composed for what could be the final round of the series. Order having to force into this one. 2 SMGs. Ali still has that AWP to play with. But it's a Famis and a Deagle for the 2 remaining players. And AVANT, they are laughing. They have everything they need to close it. They're going to be going quickly as well. Straight through White Halls. No SL control just yet. Going to spam around. Double set up on the B ramp too. Order. They might get away with this one. Ricky so close though. And there's the first from Ali. Ricky can't get a thing done. Ali needs to create some space because it's going to be the accelerator through the wall. Hazard goes down as well. Another Ali. Is he the savior? Just looking to put on a performance. Val through con. There it is. Another round. Order have found another opportunity to get back into the game. But Blitz, look, I'm not going to write him off. You can't in this situation. He has just been playing so damn good all day.
But I feel like all the avenues are shut off here. He has to find at least 2 opening duels before I believe it. And look, Alistair's just playing absolutely phenomenally right now on the AWP on the CT side. 5 more rounds for Order to grab, though, after this one. And that's the key. Can Alistair be in the right position for 5 rounds in a row? Four kills for Alistair this round. That makes it 3 rounds now on the CT side you can attribute to him just getting 4 or 3 kills with the AWP and just shutting down the attack by himself.
And has a nice readjustment there to find Ricky before Ricky did any extra damage. But again,
these are not easy shots to land.
no.
He makes it look so easy, but to adjust in midair as APOC strafing like that, like I said, only wish I could see this alley just a little bit earlier. Could have been a bit of a closer contest and a bit more of a margin for Order to work with.
Oh, and Avant, they want this game done now. Straight to Brownhall, straight down lower, just looking to get it done here and now. Smoke on the molly, but Ricky, the spray down, it's good. And Jyra fires up right at the given moment. 11 on the board for Order as Avant. They don't get it done as quickly as they wanted.
No, and this is the part where I'm hoping they honestly take a bit of attack pause and they just have another think about it because, all right, you had attack pause to try to close it out now. You don't want Order to clear, claw back this lead that you have. 6 rounds to play with, all right. First one, you got shut down by Alistair, fair enough. Good play to win. Second one, you try to catch him off time with a fast B-side push. Doesn't work, fair enough. Get a couple of deagles, probe around, see how this default's going to work out, and kind of go from there.
Look, this is where Avant the other day started to fall down, started to show a few mistakes. And again, it's just showing his leg at the wrong time. So Avant going passive. Ricky does spot Hugh here. And that's going to bait the util. Let's see if Hugh can find something with the deagle. Been very good at finding some openings on the B site this half. But it looks like A site is the target.
APOC just looking to draw a bit of space and maybe catch Valence out in the open. You can see Valence just pushing forward at this moment. I think knows where APOC is.
Ooh.
He's going to back out just at the right time. Molly onto the airport position as well. How does APOC just run out like that and get away with his life?
Very fortunate man, I'd say.
So much utility, but I think at the end of the day, Rifles should be able to clean up. It's just a couple of Glocks and Deagles at the end of the day.
But Val gets the love tap. That's going to be first blood found by
Uh-oh.
Avant.
How has APOC gotten 2 picks with a Glock? Hang on a second here.
Going in through Con. That's a couple of rifles retrieved. Ricky, though, a lineup again with another 3K. Even though it's the pistols, I was just... Look, let's just compose ourselves, Kev. I'm getting a bit...
I was getting a little bit scared there. I'll be honest. Right. When I saw APOC get 2 kills and they know where Jyra is, that they got another weapon there and they killed him, that would have just been, all right, we can just fake the plant and just watch the CT connector, maybe punish an over-aggression. All of a sudden, the round just drops from there. But 3 rounds left for Avant to play with, 3 rounds left for Order to claw their way back in. It is just going to be the single AWP for now, still for Order to play with it on the defensive side. And a much more default approach coming out this time around, but the flashbang from Jyra, that's a bit of a change-up. And I like Order throwing a bit of a spanner in the works right now.
Hitting Hugh straight on the head with said spanner. APOC, though, zipping for Bink, and it's going to be full control of Ivy for now. Ricky happily just waiting here. Sterling. Oh, he's going to be tagged and dealt with. Look at the read from Order. They are fully aware of the situation, but Hazard 1v4. Finds himself a first. Minute to play with. As that molly is going to miss the mark. Hazard looks to play the timing. Binks, oh, I guess, tagged by the Flames. Ali wraps around, clears that one out. It's Jyra isolated on site. But the player no way. Are you kidding?
Last one is
14 HP. Not like this. Hazard, no damn way you do it like this. He's going to go on an adventure, retrieve that bomb, try to find a way to get the C4 on the ground.
Honestly, I feel like the safest way right now is you pick that up and you book it straight to B site through Ivy. Just start sprinting right now. I think you might be able to make it, but shift walking all the way at this moment.
Oh yeah, he's wasting a lot of time with this one.
He's got to accelerate. He's got to start making noise eventually. 14 HP. You can't be walking all the way over here Alistair is going to know eventually it's got to be the A site. There you have it. The acceleration is going to be picked up. He's got a smoke grenade to play with as well. He's going to drop it on the A site. Get that plan open.
And Ali's fully aware. Goes out. Deagle in hand. But doesn't want to give up his position. Surely heard, though. Flash goes in that direction. And it's a matter of time. No way. Hazard. Oh! Ali just looking in the right direction. Hazard was not. And that's all it came down to there.
Just too much time at that stage, and Hazard just thinks that Alistair might have gone back to the B site, might have gone to a different position at that moment, but Hazard's kept it so costly. You see some of these members are quite low on economy at the moment for Order. They can still drop across, but it is starting to come to the dying phases where AVANT can actually get, if they choose to do so, armor and pistols right now, go for an execute on the A site, and go from there. And Hazard just so close to getting that clutch, so clean on the entries when he was coming out of SL through the smokes. Just works into perfection.
Oh, he's so sharp on his day. But Ali, if he missed that one, ooh, could have gone the other way. Now, Order, what do they do here? Maybe go a bit aggressive again. This time, AVANT. They're just going to go a couple of digs. Make their way in through the showers. Going to try and clean it up here and now just on the Deagles. Oh, no, Ali.
Oh, my God. How are these Deagles doing so much work? And they have so much utility to work with as well for a forced pistol round. Surely another rotation has to come out eventually. Valence has to be pulled over.
Sterling's on the glass cannon.
Thank goodness Asilo gets the pick over there, though. If Asilo went down to Blitz, that would have been a different story. You can see Sterling is actually preying on the fact there is going to be a player coming out from Connector. And this is really just down to the Deagle players right now.
I think Ricky's heard that drop as well, but starts to call for the rotation. Ustillo on route. I think Val's playing from heaven as well there on the A site, but for now, you've got Jara so far away. In comes the lurk smoke. Ricky, solid position to deal with it. It's going to take a couple of sharp shots, and Sterling, does he go out first? Human flashbang not going to be dealt with. Ricky just waiting for the aggression to found, and in comes APOC to close it out. That's going to be the B site found.
2v3 though. The bomb's just lost all the way out in the open as well. Sterling, sure, he's got the glass orb, but unfortunately just so many difficult angles to find from there. So, once again, damage has been done, but look, Order, not enough damage has been done, so they can completely buy up into this one. So can AVANT, and here we are, the final round of regulation, once again, to determine, are we going to be going into overtime? Or can AVANT finally take the series victory? Or will Order bring it all the way back? 6 rounds in a row on the trot.
So many questions. And let's see if we can get some answers. Or, Kev, is it going to roll over to a little bit of overtime? That's the question. Well,
I think we are going to go into overtime right now. Smoke's going to be deployed at Ivy. Once again, this 2-1-2 default coming out from AVANT at the stage.
just patience, AVANT. They don't want to set a foot wrong this time. Order. Placement of the molly. Oh, Ali. He's locked Hazard in, and they know that he's here too. Missed the time into the shot.
I like this from Order once again. They're not resting on their laurels. They're not playing defensively. They really want to try to force the situation. Now with SL control, 55 seconds, no one's gone down just yet. Hazard still has control of SL, but he might need to back out. But is Valiant, he just drops it too early.
And they know that he has to be close with that one. They've heard it.
But there is going to be a smoke screen going up. Slow walk contact into the B site is going to be the game plan. Maybe a split as well. It's going to be Blitz wrapping his way through. It's going to force Asilo to be drawn out of rotation. And Ricky and Asilo, the veterans now, need to go huge. 30 seconds left. Here it happens.
Ustillo deals with the flank. Ricky, one has been found as APOC is going to enable. The nade! Stops the plant, 20 seconds, Hazard. He has no control of the site. Flank comes through, we're going to overtime. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be back in just a second. What a scorcher of a third.
might be tired of the stones they throw. Picking up scars and I hold them close. They shot me down, but I got this far. Shine a light on me when my heart goes dark. 'Cause I'll never lose faith now. I'm in the flames of an angel. Fire, fire, burn. Fire, fire. And even if I'm broken, I'm cold but my blood's not frozen. Fire, fire, burn. I'm dying to you, I'm a I beat my fears, but I lost my dreams. Yeah, they say this fight isn't what it seems. Yeah, shoot 'em all down when my demons rise. Couldn't win, so I joined their side. Breathe it in till the day I die. And even if I'm broken, I'm cold but my blood's not frozen. Fire, fire, burn. I'm dying to you, I'm a I'm dying to tell you, I'm a chase some dreams, take our time to make 'em see what we believe. You and me, yeah. Me, yeah. Me, yeah. Me, yeah. We believe. You and me, 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 me. Make 'em see what we
Three maps deep, and still no one has been sent packing from Cologne just yet. AVANT, they're still not favored by the odds, but look, it's overtime and it's anyone's game. It's even pickings. Early aggression from Ivy here from Order.
Once again, looking just to change up the tempo and the pace at this stage. You can see AVANT, though, I think in the position and ready to recognize it. Run boost going to come out. Oh, Sterling. Sterling! That is absolutely beautiful. That's going to force a push-pull reaction. Now it's going to be the individual stepping up. But Jira, he can't even drop that kill against Hazza. Look at the change this time around. Sterling straight in there. Hazza following suit. Look, 16k overtime. Might as well go for it.
There's nothing really against it now. Ali just barely wrangles it back and takes minimal damage doing so. Smoke in the way. He extinguishes that molly. Blitz finds one of the use, still low. Speaking of low, it's Hazza, one bullet away from his grave, but so is Ali if you hit the headshot, and Hazza's going to do just that. AVANT. Where was one of these rounds to close out regulation? Order.
It's sometimes that desperation, right? Like, AVANT just have a chat about it in the break where they just go, look, all right, maybe we should have taken a couple more attack pauses there. We thought we could win it there. You have more time to have it. You're forced to have a chat about it.
Yeah.
Boys, where did we go wrong? 6 rounds in a row. You have a chat about where you want to go from here. You've got all the money in the world to do it now. You don't have to worry about these anti-ecos. You don't have to worry about order stacking something. It's just going to be default regulation play. And Alistair straight in there.
And he's just looking to fight a bit of fire with fire, get some redemption for Sterling's marvelous performance in the previous. And, oh, there's the first. And now, AVANT establish where Alistair is playing and send it the other way. But for now, it's backing away from that Ivy position. Sterling, a key factor in so many of these round wins.
I think Haz is going to be the determining factor at the moment. He's really starting to wake up right now towards the later stages of this series. I think he had a great performance in Dust 2 on Nuke. He was kind of hit and miss occasionally.
Well, that's it. We're starting to head to 7:30 now here in Australia, and it's edging towards the gamer hours. That's when he wakes up. Well, let's see if Ricky's going to be caught napping here at B. Ali. She rotated across as well.
It's going to be so difficult to enter against 3 people. Order of the correct read at this stage. It just has to be phenomenal entries that are coming out. Flashbang comes forward. That's Yorpa pushed off. Sterling's going to be posted on the angle. Misses the first shot. 2 riflers here, though. Ready to defend, and no smokes have really been used just yet. Has to be the rifler stepping up, and there's still one more over here. It is going to be a Stillo. There. Oh my goodness, Humongous has checked it!
Perfect timing there, but Ustillo fights his way out from Coils. It's all up to Blitz now, 1v3, and dancing between all the CTs. Got 16 seconds to try and clutch it. Tag through the wall, gets away from the flank, and now the CTs try to fight together, but it's Ustillo just jiggling perfectly on the line, finds the headshot on the Blitz, and Order hits straight back. But again, that could have gone south quickly. Hugh with the jump peak, spotting Ustillo.
It's Stillo, Alistair, and Ricky. It's like literally the veterans of Order. Whenever it comes to crunch time, they just step up. How many times do we see Ricky on the B site multi-frag? How many times have we seen Stillo make the correct play time and time again? He's nearly dropping a 30. And I don't care what people say to me. And they go, oh, Stillo's not an impact player. He is the reason why Order sometimes win these series. I say that a lot for Alistair as well, in fairness.
Well, look, Avant, the hyper-aggressive play with a run-boosted AWP at Ivy was the answer before, and they're going to try to do it again. Ali's here this time and expects it. What a catch!
Oh, my God. Alistair.
No one hits those. No one hits those.
What do you mean?
Woo!
You remember that meme that I had about, oh, you know, you wish you were Dexter sometimes? That's also Alistair. You wish you had his hair. You wish you had his aim. Everyone just... Ali's back. Back when you needed him. Doesn't matter if he goes missing for 2 maps. 3rd map, when it comes down to the crunch time, he's found his form, and this is why it's so scary. Because how many people do you actually see hitting that shot?
No one.
Not many. Not many.
Not too many at all.
On a consistent basis. Longest is going to try and reclaim this territory, as Avant also looking to probe over now.
And there's the chance back into the round. Hugh fighting for it solo at Ivy. The rest of the boys up the lanes now straight towards the A site. But Order positioned appropriately, and Ustillo comes in just in time, but Hugh deals with him as well. Probably not expecting Ali here at Old Bomb, though. Good position to be in. Valiant's destroyed as Ali needs to go huge now. Gifted an opportunity, but he legs Hazard. And now it's up to Ricky. 1v2, 20 seconds, and he's found the first. That's the bomb. Hugh. He's got minimal time.
He's going to try to cross the B, but he won't. This game just keeps delivering.
Kev!
Just watch this in slow motion.
I can't take it!
Can we watch that again?
Can we watch it again?
Can I get an alley pog in chat?
And again. And again and again. Thank you, production. Moments of brilliance indeed. Well, second half and Order. They have that 1 round lead now, as we do have a little break, little message. This is the 7th time these 2 teams have gone to overtime in their history against each other. What do you know? I'd expect it. They are very closely contested, and the stats suggest it.
I was just thinking Avant would have broken the curse finally, but then I went, it's train. Never counted out, and still it's going to tank a bit of damage from that Molotov, but Blitz has a very good idea. He's over at Olaf.
Getting a secured one, back onto the line, and Blitz misses. Ooh. Smoke at Ivy. In Order, not committing to anything. except for Ustillo out there at Olaf. Late rotation order now. Looking to take a bit of Ivy control, knowing that Blitz is going to be open in that position. A smoke on the deep side of it can completely isolate Blitz out of the fight.
They messed up their
Oh,
smoke.
they did too.
Oh no, they double molly it, but Ricky's gone down the B site.
Just pressure causing these mistakes to happen. And somehow Ustillo's managed to make his way to hell now, just wrapping around green. A site the target. Jira, he's going to be isolated at T-Con. If he loses the bomb here, the round could be done for Order.
Oh, Blitz is eventually drawn out, and Ustillo just still not going down. He's been alive for so long right now, but 35 seconds left. As you said, Hazza, he just needs to watch this direction. Trust, ultimate trust in his teammates, just for him to lock down this T-Connect to control. But he's going to go down to Alistair. Sterling, though, decides to do one better, and the bomb's nowhere even near right now.
They know that Ustillo's still hanging around here. Ustillo needs to go over the top to find Sterling. Side of bomb. Jira, there's 6 seconds to plant. Sterling, he's made it to the front. There's the first. APOC waiting for the perfect moment. Hugh comes in perfectly. There it is. Avant, play it to a T and keep it tied up.
2 rounds of difference at this stage. Might be seeing this going to double overtime. Who knows, even triple overtime. Tap timeout's going to be called by Order.
What? Like, when I knew we had this match today, I did not expect to get more than the 3 courses. We're getting some extras on the side. Desserts coming up shortly. Jeez.
Look, I'm a bit of a snob myself. I think this is finally, I'm actually getting a good series out of Avant and Order. This is not, like, these are not teams that are playing poorly at this stage. This is not a team where you have, like, an inconsistent fragger that's letting down the team. You actually have you have both players in form right now going against a team that has a solid game plan, and they're reacting accordingly around that.
And Kev,
And it's been a while since I've seen something like this.
you sound like you're about to write your first ever good Yelp review, and I'm proud of you.
I write a lot of good reviews. When I see good Counter-Strike, I want to identify this is a good Counter-Strike match. You can have a 17-17 match where it's absolute garbage, or you can have a 17-17 match like this, where it's actually good.
Ooh, yeah.
And Alistair, he's looking to just bust
run
out.
it straight down mid, and there it is. Ali with an opening, not expecting the second man. APOC fighting some aggression with aggression, and it works wonderfully. Full control of A for now. As Order. Send it back to Halls. But Ricky, he's found some timing at lowers. Hugh, he's still at uppers if he's not cleared. B site. Could be held from multiple directions. Edging forward. There's a shot. Jira hitting it nicely. Hazza comes in. Not going to overextend though.
Oh, he misses a smoke timing at the worst timing possible as well. Molotov comes in and just locks away that connect area. APOC trying to go for the flank. Not going to work out.
There's just so many layers to these rounds, and again, Avant, it's 2-man disadvantage, but Val, he just found that through the smoke. Ricky as well. And Order, 1 away from making the comeback happen in that second half. But again, Avant, they are here, and they're fighting for double overtime, and I'm not going to be surprised if we've sent there.
I'm not going to be surprised, though, if Order are able to clean it up right now. Alistair just... Look, 3 of the members right now from Order posting up near 30 or already at 30 kills. Now, you can say, sure, it's the first round of regulation, the first round of overtime, or should I say, still absolutely insane to think about how many kills have really gone back and forth here. You can say the same for Sterling, Humongous as well. Jira, though, already so aggressive, close sandwich.
He's really just drawing a whole bunch of attention, but there's 1 man on B to hold, and Ricky, he's mollied back for now.
And Alistair's he's just got on the opening pick again. And Jira's over here. Shadow's not been spotted out. He finds the timing.
Oh! And he's not spotted either. Hazza, full focus over towards Ivy now. Ali spotted in the corner. But has the cover for now. Runs away, makes a huge amount of noise as Order push out on the B site. That's going to be bombed down, but Ali's so far away.
But Ustillo closer to Oil Train. Hazza pushing forward. Not going to clear it or clears it just at the right time. Valiant's flash actually blinding a teammate.
No.
Now Hazza's tearing though. They know that the flank is going to be coming forward, but Ricky just needs to stay alive. Needs to buy time. Won't be able to. 3-on-1. Alistair, what can you do with an HE grenade? Everyone's healthy at this stage. He just tries to go through. They almost lined up. We are going into double overtime.
Oh, and my God. I think I'm going to have a stroke at the moment. My God, my blood pressure is boiling over the roof. Jeez. I haven't seen a map so tense, so close, in so long. What a way to set the tone for the day. And this is just the first of 2 best of 3s. Here at ESL One Cologne. Oceania bringing us the entertaining matches. And again, Ricky, fast approach to the halls. AVANT, no real change in the approach. 4-1 setup. Full faith at Hewitt B.
You just see, just hasn't been much emphasis really on that B side, because oftentimes that extremity is the one that's least explored because the action only really happens on these executes. But just look at the way that Humongous and Ricky both approach their CT and T sides. It's really fascinating. Might see a boost come out from SL as well. Alistair does have the angle with the AWP there, but it looks like he's just posted on the angle for now. Left to his devices, maybe looking for someone that's going to be going on top of Green Train.
Order just got the information that Sterling was over towards B. He took a shot. Ricky spotted him over at uppers, and he's already made that rotation back.
That could have been blitz, though. They just identified there is a single AWP at the moment. I don't know if they know there's a secondary AWP in play right now.
Everything slowed down. Solid positions for AVANT on A. But with 40 seconds, Order about to go all in. Here's the Exy, here's the flashes.
It's all down to APOC to hold here. He's been mollied out this stage, playing a really cheeky little angle as Blitz is able to do a lot of damage alongside with APOC. Now the molly to push him away, but Hazard's just in the perfect position. Alistair, though, not going to give this one up just yet. Posting in all the right angles, knocking them down one by one, but 10 seconds left on the timer before he gets to the bomb.
Oh, and
he's trying to stay silent at this stage. He does find Humongous, but he misses that flick. And Sterling going to be crouched walking out at this moment. There's no time. Alistair has to concede this round. It is going to be AVANT posting up the first round of double overtime.
They're going to be happy with that one. Great patience from Sterling. He didn't throw, didn't go too aggressive through the smoke there. And Hugh has to be thanking someone out there for dodging that bullet from Ali.
Missed that. Wait, what? Normally he hits that. But once again, you can't be relying on your star AWPer to be hitting everything in the universe. That's not how this game works at the end of the day. And AVANT, that's exactly how you want to be structuring your crossfires. Really great damage for the riflers. They're not fighting one-on-one aim duels. Order can't trade out in those positions where they're low on HP. And now a bit of a change in the setup as well. Order.
Again. Ooh, they've gone for the run boost this time, but AVANT not going to be able to fight toe-to-toe. Not over towards Ivy. They're going to go for full yard control straight in SL, over towards Idiot Wall. Blitz holding from this position over to Ivy. And Order haven't been using a back green smoke really at all. So this could be the setup.
So once again, it comes down to the shots that Blitz does hit. Utility going to be deployed out. Smoke also. But it really just comes down to how well Order can construct these two arms of attack. Can they attack out our T connector at the same time? The boost is also going to come out from Alistair. Once again, another opening pick coming out from Order. 5 and 4, cruncher to the A site. 50 seconds left. Plenty of time to work with.
And just doubling back completely, trying to draw out all these rotations.
Might be the undoing of Order at the end of the day. AVANT have to gamble at this stage. Just the question is, do you stack the A site? Or do you gamble on the B hit? No noise has been heard by Hazard, and I'm fairly certain they're very confident right now it is going to be an A hit. It's all going to come down to these flashes from Alistair if it blinds APOC.
Extra noise made over towards Ivy now. APOC, solid positioning, can't find the third, but the damage done already. 10 seconds is all that AVANT need to hold here. There's minimal utility. They need to cross the site. Ali's down. Gyra has no cover. Another for AVANT as long as they survive. And there it is, Sterling with the finisher.
Just once again, one of those rounds where you just look for AVANT, how they're set up there, and how Order were taking it. That pick onto Blitz should have been the go signal right there. You can crunch in. The members were all set up, but they just take a little bit too long. They gamble on the fact that AVANT are going to be rotating around, maybe pushing on the extremities to try to find information. But the key part here is the trust in Hazard in terms of the calls. He has not heard anything at all. There's no utility being deployed over at that B site. All the other sectors are closed off. Avant make a very, very risky choice. Let's stack the A site, and it works. And you know what? That's how life works sometimes.
Just stack it. If you're confused, just stack it.
Well, it's each way at that stage. Do you pick the B site or the A site? 50-50 at that moment. It's a coin flip for you guys.
What if I'm on my bike? Should I choose to stack it then?
No. Never stack it on a bike. Always wear a helmet. Otherwise, you end up in hospital like my granddad.
Good man, nice and safe. Well, I mean...
He didn't wear a helmet.
Yeah.
He wore a helmet afterwards.
It was a figure of speech. I'm sure he was a good man. Is a good man?
He's a good man.
Is
He's still
a good
around.
man. There you go. So,
Love my granddad.
lovely bloke. Shout outs to relatives. Shout outs to grannies. Which are going to be coming up tomorrow. We have a granny on the horizon.
Ancient aggression coming out, but Alistair doesn't miss many of those, to be honest. And those rare occasions he does, unfortunately punished for it as well. So Avant and Order contesting that Ivy control nice and early on. It's going to resolve in the favor of Avant as they're looking to close out a very clean CT half over here on double overtime. Looking to make Karath correct in his predictions for the first time in about 2017.
Well, there's a first time for everything. A slow approach. Ricky, off the back of the flash, he actually spots the leg at Ivy, but doesn't connect onto Blitz there. And Blitz is going to go on an adventure, aggressing. Just looking to clear out Ivy, but the rotation already coming through. Sterling here, posted it lower. And Hugh at the back of Oil, giving so much control to sight. Avant just perched for the retake as Sterling slots it through the legs. Val still able to survive for now.
No damage utility, though, at the end of the day for the CTs to work with. As Sterling manages to get a shot through the smoke, and Humongous, I don't know where he was going, but that Molotov's done a lot of damage. 3-on-3 right now.
You still on mid-bomb. Snags another. Val not going to be spotted, but I think Sterling has been. And APOC, he's 1 HP away as well. There it is, Val. Good trade from APOC. 2v2, Blitz. Looking just to shift down lower. Perfect angle onto Ricky. Avant, they want all three in CT side. And you still he's going to hit the timing. Blitz, does he just stick it? He does. Head down, but hits it with plenty of time remaining. And that is a beautiful retake coming out from Avant.
And once again, I do not care what you say about Blitz. You can go, oh, but he's negative KD at the moment. Just these rounds, time and time again, impact one-on-one in that situation against Castillo. That is a dangerous opponent to be facing in a clutch situation. The nerve, the ability to read the correct situation and play around it. Once again, it's been a treat. We might be finishing it quite soon, though. Could be the end of the feast right now. Avant, 3 match points for them to work with. We've seen them, I guess, Order fight back on 3 of them. Can they do it again? Order did it for 6 last time.
Let's see if they can perform under pressure right here, right now. Avant, capitalizing on one slip-up will be enough to close the series.
I think APOC spotted out the gun barrel of Valiance for a brief moment, but Ricky, that's a huge pick. That's going to force the over-rotations to B.
And already APOC as well snags another.
Humongous.
It could be done right here, right now. 3-man advantage Order. It's looking unlikely. Avant, they're doing it, Kev.
I think they've done it at this stage. It has to be a catastrophic failure from Avant at this moment. Order still looking to make their way in. Obviously just trying to find these opening picks. Flash forward to allow them connect to control. Sterling though, Posey at 1 closer. And Gyra, a tough situation. Trying to find Humongous. But Humongous, can he close it out? It won't be him. It will be Blitz. And there you have it. Avant will finally take the series in over.